Where Nothing Bleeds by Interstellarism on AU3. Episode 10. Chapter 9. Collision. Hey! Grace runs up to Simon a few hours later. He spent a good chunk of time playing with Rocky and the other Eridian kids. All the effort he put into his outfit was thrown out the window. He was peddled by both seawater and weird Eridian space seaweed, or whatever works as seaweed. He had to ask Rocky to bring him some, hopefully non-lethal, samples of Eridian so he could put them under a microscope. Besides that, he had an idea earlier, and he couldn't wait to tell Simon about it. Adrian notices him approaching, and they stand up. They give Simon a nod by bowing their capates before returning back to Rocky. He watches as Rocky lets out an eager trill, circling his mate. Grace snorts to himself before turning towards Simon, crossing his arms. You had a talk with Adrian, huh? Yeah. How was it? They were cool. Learned a lot. Right. These Eridians, man. I could talk to them forever. You genuinely could. You're fluent in Eridian. Not without a lot of practice. I kept mistaking Rocky's words for experiment with the word for. Grace pauses. He makes a face like he was cringing, pursing his lips and continuing. Pressure vessel failure? Simon stares at him. You're kidding. I wish I was. Grace says, rubbing the back of his neck. I walked into the lab one day and said, nice catastrophic implosion you got there. He could remember it like yesterday. Rocky's little stomps as he scolded him. Simon lets out a short laugh. And he didn't take that personally. Oh, he did. Grace says immediately. You know he did. It was a whole 10-minute correction. It was very intense. Lots of disappointed clicking. I told you, he's a diva. Simon shakes his head amused. Their language is all tones and vibrations. Grace continues. One pitch off and suddenly you're either complimenting someone's engineering or predicting their intimate death. Sounds efficient. Yeah, efficient and terrifying. Grace shoots back. You should have seen the first time I tried to say thank you. I think I accidentally told him I was dissolving. Simon huffs out a laugh, glancing away for a second before looking back at him. So, what's hello then? Grace grins. Oh, that one's easy, he says. You just. He pauses, then makes an awkward series of approximated tones under his breath, trying to mimic something he can't physically reproduce. He just sounds like he was humming a weird little song. You just what? Gray shrugs. Yeah, okay, it sounds better when Rocky does it. Simon studies him for a moment. You make it sound easy. Grace's expression softens. He reminds him of his students sometimes. He had that look in his eyes as him, eager to learn and absorb information, but always losing his light when he wasn't good at something. It triggers the same protective urges inside him. It wasn't, Grace admits. Took a while, a lot of trial and error, but you'll get it. Simon raises a brow. Oh? Yeah? Yeah, Grace says simply. You're already picking things up. Simon scoffs slightly, looking away. I barely understand anything they say without the translator. You still understand more than you did yesterday, Grace points out, lifting a finger. That's what learning is. Simon hesitates. Guess that's true. Grace smiles, nudging his shoulder. See? Progress. He winks. Anyways, Grace pats his shoulder. I want to take you somewhere. It's a surprise, though, so you're gonna have to put a blindfold on. Simon's expression changes instantly. He doesn't really like the idea of wandering around in the dark. Crud. Of course he wouldn't like it. What was I thinking? Grace face palms, and he shakes his head. I'm sorry, you don't have to. Never mind, we could forget about the blindfold. Just come with me. Extending a hand toward Simon, Simon looks at it, before slowly accepting it. Grace wastes no time in clasping their hands together, intertwining their fingers. He tries not to focus on the warmth of his hand and how the texture of his palm was rough, more than his own. He doesn't notice the way Simon's gaze lingers on their intertwined hands. He looks up at Rocky, waving at him from the shore. Rock, I'm coming. He sees Rocky wave at him. Adrian stood beside him, looking as calm as ever. It really was a bit of a shock when he found out how different, yet similar, Rocky and Adrian were. It almost reminded him of him and Simon. They moved past the shoreline, across the stretch of engineered sand, towards the outer edge of the dome. The terrain changes from sand to polished stone. The Hail Mary is at the edge of the dome. It's been rebuilt. The familiar cylindrical body is still there, but the damage wasn't. Given everything that happened on planet Adrian, it should look worse. Sometimes he comes here expecting to see familiar scorch marks, structural breaches, even scratches. But there was nothing. Completely gone. Every compromised section had been sealed over with smooth, dark panels of xenonite, fused seamlessly into the original hull, like damage never existed in the first place. The power of Eridian engineering. They could probably build an entire Earth city in days, if they wanted to. It's parked, Gray says, a little sheepishly. Simon doesn't answer right away. Seems like he's too busy taking it in. Gray smiles. Come with me. He doesn't let go of Simon's hand as he leads him up the airlock. He taps on the panel, remembering the code like second nature. The mechanisms respond smoothly. Eridian modification, softening what used to be a series of chunky mechanical steps. The door seals behind them with a hiss. Grace guides him further in without rushing. The narrow corridors open up gradually, and the layout remains the same, but it's been turned more into a lab than a ship. Subtle changes line the walls like xenonite panels integrated along high-stress points, and humming systems that were definitely not part of the original build. Careful, Grace says lightly, glancing back just enough to make sure Simon was still with him. Some of the interfaces are a little uprated. They pass through another section, the lining softer now, more evenly distributed. The ship doesn't feel like a survival vessel anymore. Doesn't look like humanity's long shot anymore. It feels lived in. Now it's just his and Rocky's joint lab, where they meet up to compare Erid Earth notes. Grace slows as they reach deeper into the interior, thumbs brushing absentmindedly against the back of Simon's hand, before he finally stops. He brings Simon into the room he frequented the most during his and Rocky's voyage. The room was dark, for now. Okay, now I'm gonna need you to close your eyes, just really quick while I push a few buttons. Simon shrugs. He stands in the middle of the room and closes his eyes. Grace jogs down into an open panel below, crouching as he reaches for the interface. His fingers move quickly over the controls, muscle memory kicking in, as he inputs a familiar sequence. He hasn't used this in a while, but he definitely hasn't forgotten it. Give it a second. At first, it was just light. Soft bands along the walls flicker on, one screen after another, spreading outwards in a smooth cascade. The surfaces around them begin to glow. Then, green. Endless green. The walls stop looking like sad, blank screens and now dissolve into towering evergreens. Their trunks stretch impossibly high, barks textured in rich detail. Branches extended outwards, overhead, heavy, with needles that catch flittered light as it spills to the canopy. The audio starts. This was his favorite part, especially when he introduced Rocky to the concept of human music and fireworks. Now, the audio consisted of a breeze moving through branches, birds singing their little mating songs, the faint rustle of needles brushing against one another, settling wood in a forest, leaves crunching in the distance. You can open your eyes now. Simon does. Grace straightens slowly, glancing around. He sighs happily. Don't go crazy, room, he says, a little sheepish, rubbing the back of his neck. Official name. They figured we need a room specifically for that, even if we were gonna die anyways. He makes his way back to Simon, who's been awfully quiet this entire time. He was staring up at the trees, eyes glossing over. Grace tries not to worry too much. He might just be a bit overwhelmed. I used to come here a lot. Simon turns to look at him. The lights filter through the artificial trees, shifting just slightly, like clouds were passing somewhere above them, and it illuminates Grace's nostalgic smile as he glances up into the projected sky. You know, they loaded up the Hail Mary with terabytes of human knowledge. I think they even added every dictionary. The computers in this room can show you anything on Earth, anything you might want to see. I'm telling you this because, well, you're welcome to access that information whenever you feel like it. You never got to see Earth in a state where it wasn't dying. So I thought this would be a nice way to show you. Simon's lips were on his. What? What's happening? He's kissing Simon. Simon was kissing him. Panic? No, don't panic. Feel. Use the receptors in your brain. Neurons. Work. Connect your brain to your mouth. And. Oh. Oh, crud. Simon deepens the kiss. Oh, fuck. It felt like drugs. The way the kiss instantly infiltrates his mind and makes him forget all common sense. Feels like how a drug would affect your cognitive function. Basically, he's big stupid right now. And all I could think about was the fact that Simon was kissing him. He's kissing him and he feels his tongue on his own and, oh my god, he's forgotten how to kiss. Who was the last person he kissed? Linda? From college. He was terrible at kissing. He doesn't have practice, but they can't reschedule. This was happening. This was happening right now, in this exact moment. No time for experiments. Just put your arms somewhere instead of standing there like a big stupid idiot. His arms lift to wrap around Simon's shoulders and his neck. Simon grabs his waist. Holy crap. He tugs his arms closer until he was flushed against his massive chest. Oh my god. He always wondered how this would feel like. And his hands were forced to rest on his pecs. Don't grab them, don't grab them, do not. Simon pulls away first, lips brushing against Grace's own. Someone told me I don't have 700 years to optimize my decision. Simon murmurs, voice low from the sheer intensity of that kiss. And I'm tired of giving myself excuses. Dr. Ryland Grace. He feels that strong, warm hand touch his cheek. Ryland hasn't sunk a thought in a good full minute. I'll have you, if you'll have me. Just reading that feels like a drug. I'm gonna be dead ass. Just reading that makes me feel like, ugh, I'm up in the clouds. It is a drug, and I cannot get enough of it. I need more. And I need a lot more. I need so much more. Holy shit. That shit was so good. Okay. Chapter 10 will unfortunately be our last chapter, and it's called Transmission. It is going to be a lengthy one. It is roughly going to be like 30 minutes long, so it's going to be one of our lengthy ones. Do not worry. And then after that, I do have a fanfiction that is currently going to be the one that takes over this one, and I'm really excited. As I mentioned before, it is a fan recommendation. The person already gave me the art they drew for this that they would so gladly appreciate if I used as the thumbnail, and I am so honored to do that. I absolutely love my fans, and being able to do this for them, like, I'm sorry, it's your favorite fanfiction, of course I'm going to use your fan art that you want me to use. I'm so glad that you entrusted me to podfic your favorite fanfiction. You know, it's like, oh my god, an adrenaline rush. My ego, I feel it growing. But I love this chapter so far, and I always love this chapter. I always forget how much this one scene makes me so giggly. The way that Ryland like just like gets flabbergasted. It's like, oh shit, we're kissing now. Fuck his reactions. I hope my narration gave it the justice it deserves. I absolutely love this chapter so far, and it just gets better and better. The next chapter, unfortunately, is the last one, as I mentioned again, but we already have another Bloody Mary works in the works. So I really hope that you guys, you know, go and hop over there in that one and also read that one or listen to that one once it's, you know, starting to be made. As for this one, I would absolutely love if you guys just go and leave a kudos on the original. It's a really great work. Interstellarism really outdid themselves. I really want to see if they have any more fanfictions for me to read, but on my own time, by the way. Oh, they have 4 other Project Hail Marys. Hold up. What is the difference between Project Hail Mary and Project Hail Mary? Oh, I'm guessing this is the book specifically. Let's see. 24 words. Damn, you did some writing. Even Hamilton can't beat you. I'm sorry. Fall Guys. I love Fall Guys. I've never seen it. I've been meaning to see it. Where Nothing Bleeds. That's the one we just did. Sonic the Hedgehog. Ooh, you get around on fandoms. Let's go. I'm trying to find this. The Odyssey Epic, specifically. Damn. Oh, I just saw the tags. Never mind. Nope. Okay. You do you. You do you. You do you. You get around. You have a lot of... Oh, another one. Epic. Interesting. You have, like, a lot of works out there. Holy shit, you get around. You have a lot of fandoms. You're active. You're an active person in culture. Damn. My Hero Academia? No way. No way. Read the tags. I love that one. I love My Hero Academia. Clearly, look at my channel. Hamilton? Oh, I knew I mentioned Hamilton for a reason. Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. Chodo Baku seems to be your fave. Interesting. What? I could have sworn I saw, oh, I guess that was, what? Project Hail Mary, there's only 4. Oh, oh, okay, no, never mind, that makes a lot more sense. But you only have 1 Bloody Mary fanfiction. That's so sad. I would love to see another one. No, I need to let you cook. As long as you don't cheat on your spouse with the next door neighbor who's wearing a red dress and saying, to help her out and shit. Know that you can, in fact, say no to this. Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. It's 1:22 a.m. in the morning. I should be asleep. As always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.